Getting ready for overtime here at Talladega. There are the overtime rules right there. 2-lap shootout. Caution on the opening lap results on another attempt. If the leader takes the white flag, the next flag ends the race, whether it be the caution or the checkered. And of course, the main thing about this version of overtime, there are unlimited attempts. So we can go all the way until the sun goes down in terms of overtime attempts until we get a clean restart, or until it's too dark to see in the racetrack. Talladega does not have lights. So we'll go either until we get a clean restart or until the sun goes down and it's too dark to see.
He said every stage is a race. I'm going to run 3 races on Saturday afternoon. I'm going to try to win them all. He's certainly been up front in a position to do just
So here we go. Pace truck about to pull onto pit road for overtime attempt number 1. It's Johnny Sauter up against Sheldon Creed in row 1. Brett Moffitt on the inside of row 2, followed by, looks like Harrison Burton in 4th. Riley Herbst in 5th. We're green. Sauter gets a good jump from Brett Moffitt. Sauter should be able to clear everybody, but here comes Sheldon Creed back on the high side. Big shoving right there from Harrison Burton. Remember to not lock bumpers. If you lock bumpers in the corners or in the straights, NASCAR will penalize both drivers. Everybody bumping. Sheldon Creed into the lead. He can't be able to clear down, though, as here comes Sauter back. Brett Moffitt pushing him. They may be locking bumpers. I don't know. That looked pretty close. Sauter up to 1st. Moffitt in 2nd. Coming to the start-finish line to take the white flag. Moffitt moving up to the outside. Can't be able to get a run, at least as of yet. Here they come. White flag. Moffitt can't be able to make the move on Harrison Burton. White flag. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank. Grant Enfinger on the way high side. Or sorry, that was Ben Rhodes. Now Riley Herbst right behind Johnny Sauter. Can somebody be able to make a move? Grant Enfinger trying to make a move for 2nd. That might hurt Riley Herbst's chances. Johnny Sauter continues to lead. Sauter eliminated from the playoffs last week because of an engine failure at Las Vegas. But now, what's going to happen? Riley Herbst's going to try to go down to the inside. He gets blocked down. Big block right there by Johnny Sauter. Somebody trying to come to the outside of him. He blocks him as well. Sauter will take the checkered flag. He wins at Talladega.
Boy, that was some pretty intense blocking by Sauter.
According to the standings, looks like Brett Moffitt got 2nd. Riley Herbst was below the playoff line, below the yellow line, sorry. Sauter might have forced Herbst down. NASCAR might be looking at that, who knows.
If they take this one away from Johnny Sauter, then I'm not sure that Spencer Boyd may be the guy. That's Boyd in the white truck.
Yeah, Boyd gets pushed up to the high side, almost into the wall, as Sauter rounds the tri-oval once again.
No penalty against Riley Herbst at all, and then it's just a judgment call of what they do to this 13 truck. He clearly.
Yeah, Herbst did not advance his position, so I don't think any penalty will be on him. Sauter doing burnouts. However, it's not been confirmed that Sauter has won the race yet. At least not yet. NASCAR is looking at the finish to decide if everything stayed clean. NASCAR's rule is if you force somebody below the yellow line at Daytona or Talladega, you get hit with a penalty. But Sauter is giving the fans a smoke show. Sauter looking for the checkered flag.
Last race at Las Vegas, his engine expired on lap 40, eliminating him from
Vince Welch restating what I had said earlier. Yeah, Riley Herbst, he did everything in his power. He tried to go to the inside to try to get past Sauter, but then he was forced below the line, or may have been forced. Sauter celebrating. Still waiting for NASCAR's word on the finish. It may have been a force, it may not have been, who knows. It's basically up to NASCAR to make the call because I'm basically 50-50. Spencer Boyd came across in second, a career high for him.
Obviously, Riley Herbst didn't advance his position, but there's also responsibility for that lead truck as well in regards to the double yellow line.
As Michael said, if you're deemed forcing somebody below that double yellow line, that they can penalize you. I think Sauter is in the wrong here.
Johnny Sauter is not going to win the race. It's
A game breaker! Johnny Sauter hit with a penalty, forcing Riley Herbst below the yellow line, and it's going to be the 20 of Spencer Boyd going to victory lane for the first time in the NASCAR Gander Outdoors Truck Series. Johnny Sauter doesn't have his helmet on. He's trying to go to victory lane. He hasn't gotten the word yet. Yeah, NASCAR officials are holding up Spencer Boyd right now. They're trying to get the message back to Sauter.
I want to celebrate this victory. We just met Johnny up.
So Johnny Sauter,
I think Sauter may have gotten the word.
He is being penalized for defending that position and below the double yellow line.
This is going to be probably debated on for the next week or so by the NASCAR faithful. We will figure that out. A dejected Sauter. This isn't the first time he's had a win taken away from him. You may remember Texas back in 2011, where he jumped the restart on Ron Hornaday. And of course, he said the famous line of "God bless America" in his interview.
Right now, going from believing that he had won the race to now
An absolute hero to zero story. He takes his sips of water before climbing out. There's Matt Crafton. He's still in the postseason. I think he's currently in right now in terms of the points, if you're talking about the Final Four in Miami.
Down with Johnny.
About to have an interview with Sauter. We'll be sure to turn up the volume here as he now gets out of the truck. We'll hear the interview from Johnny Sauter in just a few moments.
Your position took away the win from you. What's your view from your perspective? I think the first win NASCAR's taken from me, so just proud of everybody at ThorSport. Can't thank those guys enough. Quarter Horse Congress, Tenda, Ford, everybody involved. You know, I went down to put a little block on, but then when I did, I got hooked sideways, and that's just play racing. And you know, I didn't block his advance or anything like that. So if I remember, I think Tony Stewart and Regan Smith had the same deal a few years back. So just hate it for my guys. You know, they deserve better than that. And what are you gonna say?
You're gonna look back on it. Is there anything you can do as the driver, as the leader in that position?
Oh, you did what you did, you know. I mean, you did what you thought was right. So, it is what it is, man. It's whatever. You know, you just run the race. Just proud of everybody at ThorSport's effort. Bo and all the guys in the Fab Shop, Finished Fab Paint Shop, did a great job. And you know, we did what we thought was right to win the race. And whatever, you know, you got rules, I guess.
We'll send it back up to the booth. It's Johnny Sauter here watching the end of the race.
What do you guys think?
Sauter ends up getting credited with a 14th place finish because of the penalty.
advance by blocking them under the line.
Yeah, as he said, that looked like the 2008 incident with Tony Stewart and Regan Smith.
Riley
Herbst went to the inside to try to pass him, but it looked clear on the replay that Sauter may have forced him below the yellow line. An unfortunate way to end a race, but it is what it is for Sauter. Meanwhile, for Spencer Boyd, perhaps the greatest feeling in the world for him, as he celebrates in the new Talladega victory lane. Let's get the interview with him before the end of this video.
What was the message? How'd they tell you you won the race?
Yeah, I got out and they're like, hey, it's under review. You never know what's going to happen here. The guys gave me a great truck, and I'm just sitting there, I'm like, man, second is amazing for us. We're happy. We finished fourth at Daytona in this truck. And then one of my crew guys is like, use the one. And I'm like, I can't believe this. 2 weeks ago, I wasn't running this race. We put this together late with Alabama Roofing Professionals and Freedom Warranty, and 1A Auto's been with me so long, and the Young family. It's been a tough season. It's been a lot of fun. I tell you, Randy Young, Becky Young giving me the shot to be in this 20 truck is...
Congratulations from Gustine.
Everyone helping me out, be here. A lot of people know how hard it is, and I'm just stoked, and my family's here. I can't believe it.
Before you go away to celebrate, how does this moment compare to what you expected it to be like?
I had no idea what to expect. You dream of winning a NASCAR race. 4 years ago, I was selling cars with my dad at Hendrick Automotive Group. So a lot of people have believed in me to get me to this point, and so many car owners, and just the opportunity to be here with Tyler Young and his family and win for a family-owned team. And man, Alabama Roofing Professionals coming on board, Freedom Warranty, Kick-Ass Beef Jerky, MGP Caliper Covers. So many people helping me do this. Console Vault, 1A Auto's been with me so long. It's Talladega. Man, I don't drink beer, but it might happen tonight.
It said in the graphic that's the first win for Young's Motorsports. And that's the fourth straight non-playoff driver to win a race. Grant Enfinger, Parker Kligerman, Timothy Peters, and now Spencer Boyd getting the first win for Young's Motorsports. Elation for him. Heartbreak for Johnny Sauter. Guys, let me know what you think of this finish and what should have happened in the comments below. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the Alabama 500 playoff race for the Monster Energy Cup Series at Talladega. See you then.